Hey, Heidi here and Melanie. Welcome, Melanie. Glad you're here.
Hey, Heidi, thanks so much for having me.
Okay, so I am so excited because we have the doors open to Paint Party headquarters. So if you are interested, you can click the link in the description. But we are going to be talking about Paint Party success tips. And Melanie has been doing paint parties for a long time. And one thing that we were talking about earlier in the Snowman Showdown is building our business through Reels, Reels. And you have been doing that. So as you come on, please let us know if you have done a reel, if you know what a reel is, if you're like, yes, this is great, or I'm not really sure what a reel is, please tell me more. And while they are doing that in the comments, Melanie, if you can tell us what your business name is, where you're located, and where we can find you.
Awesome. My business name is Hometown Paints, and I am located near Nashville. I'm a small town about 30 minutes outside of Nashville, Tennessee.
That's awesome. We were just talking because I'm a Texas girl and she's close to Nashville. And I'm like, I feel like whenever she came to Paint Party Business Live, I feel like she was already from Texas, but it's because she's in Tennessee. And we have very, very similar styles, I think. I love that.
For sure. Yeah.
Yes, it does have the same feel. Okay, so Pat says, hello, I've never made a reel. Oh my gosh. So I want you to talk a little bit. I know you've been doing paint parties a long time. But why did you start doing reels, and what was the purpose of doing reels to help your paint party business?
Well, I started doing them because you were talking about them in paint party, of course.
Yay!
But I was already making TikToks, and I saw that, and then I was making reels on Instagram, and I saw that my Facebook page had the option. So I thought, well, I'm already doing it over there, so it's just the same. I'll just use the same video. So I started doing that a little over a year ago. And then we found out about the Reels bonus program, and I got access to that. And I had about between 1,000 and 1,200 followers on my Facebook page last October. And that was a struggle to get that. I had been being consistent. Hey, Timmy Sharp. Consistent and trying really hard, but it was slow going. And then as soon as I started making those reels, it just started almost out of control, like just growing like crazy. So I went from 1,200, and today I have 22,700 and something. So yeah.
Y'all, okay, so if you're just now tuning in, okay, so Melanie has a successful paint party business, and she wanted to grow her Facebook business page. Last year, this is in 1 year's time, she went from 1,200 followers on her Facebook business page to 22,700, almost 23,000. Yeah. Like in 1 year. Have you taken that in? That's insane.
It is insane. I don't know. It's been crazy. Like you have to deal with different things when you grow that fast and when you get that many people on there. But it has helped my business. The Reels bonus has really helped. But also because of Paint Party Headquarters, I learned how to teach parties online. And so I've been doing that a lot more often. And it's helped me sell those parties to have that many people.
Okay, so because you have been growing at such a rapid pace, are you getting paid to do your reels?
Absolutely.
Yay! Do you mind sharing? Are you open to that?
Sure. It's been amazing, actually. Like I've been able to use that money to do so many awesome things in my life. But to date, I have made about $10,000 from Reels bonuses.
Oh my gosh. That's insane.
It is insane.
Okay, so
it's true, but it happens.
It's insane. So, okay, so we have a question. What is a Reels bonus? Do you want to answer that?
I'll answer it the best I can. Facebook, I think once you start making reels on your business page, Facebook will give you the option to, they'll offer you a bonus, and then the amount of views that your reels get, they will pay you like per view, right? Is that?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's awesome. So, okay, so for everybody watching, remember, we are talking all things paint parties, how to make money teaching paint parties, all of that. And the reason I wanted to have Melanie on is not only is she successful at teaching paint parties, she's had all the way up to 35 painters in one paint party. So, Alexa, what's 35 times 35?
35 times 35 is 1,225.
So that's $1,225 before expenses if you're doing a women's, $35 a person for a paint party. Now, here is the cool thing. Remember, I talk about this all the time. You don't know where your paint party adventure is going to lead you. Just a year ago, Melanie was like, okay, reels are available. Let's try it. She started doing it. And in 1 year's time has gone from 1,200 followers on her Facebook business page to almost 23,000 followers. And not only that, has made almost $10,000 off of Reels bonuses just for creating content. And the reason that's important for you is two things. Number one, Facebook wants people to stay on Facebook. So they are giving money to people like Melanie who are doing the game. They're playing the game, right? And so they're creating content. Number two, it's building her audience. So now not only can she do in-person paint parties, she can now do online paint parties because you have a following. And I'm going to ask this. I don't know the answer, so this may fall flat, but have you tried selling kits or online paint parties with this new following?
Yes, I haven't sold kits as much, honestly, because I've been so busy. I haven't really had time to like go into the kit thing, but I have an online painting membership. I'm not sure. I don't want to talk about that, but I'm doing that online. And I do, at one point when I was less busy than I am now, I was teaching up to like 8 online paint parties a month.
Wow.
And, yeah, it's really awesome that you can like work at home. Like it's helped me be able to stay at home and, pick up my kids and be there for my family and still make money, which has been fantastic. So, yeah.
That's awesome. Oh my gosh, that's awesome. And that's the thing too, in this paint party world, a lot of times we are doing paint parties in person, then we start to go, okay, maybe I can do things online. And as you're saying, that online thing has led to now you having an online membership, which is really, really awesome. So congratulations, you're kicking butt.
Thank you so much.
Okay, so what would somebody say? Like, what would you tell somebody who is trying to do this paint party business, but they're scared?
Don't be scared. I am an introvert, so doing this interview is scary to me. But no, it's not. But it really is fun. Like once you get yourself organized and you get it all planned out, when you're up there and you're painting and you're helping people, it really is just a fun experience. I don't know if that helps, but
no, it is. It is fun. And I would say, like, I know one of my favorite things is just it gets me out of my own head. Like, I know I can have a lot going on in life, but if I'm at a paint party, I don't think about anything that's happening personal. Right. Is that the same thing for you?
Yeah. And it helps you. Like, it's a nice feeling to be able to help people learn how to paint and to leave the party with something that they're proud of. Like, because a lot of times people come and they say they've never done it and they're nervous too. And that, so it's a nice feeling to be able to help them learn a new skill and to feel good about themselves. So
yes, definitely. Oh my gosh. I love that. Okay. So hold on one second. Let me block somebody on here.
Uh-oh.
Yeah. Yeah. The world of online. Sometimes when people don't play nice, you just block them. Yeah, we have a person trying to get a bunch of people to message her for a reading. So we're just going to get her off of here real quick. Okay. So that's the thing about online that I do want to kind of tell everybody is, if somebody's being not nice or putting stuff on your page, like I literally in these 2 seconds just block somebody. So it's not a big deal. Tammy says, don't block me. So it's not a big deal. So if you do have somebody, like maybe you're nervous to grow. I mean, I can guarantee you Melanie's probably had some people she's had to block with growing from 1,200 to 22,000 in a year's time. Is that true?
That's 100% true. Like you have to sort of get a thick skin a little bit, because you just never know what you're going to wake up to when you start growing that fast. And there's that many people from all over the world. There are people from everywhere that are on my page now. And most people are nice and, supportive and say good things. But, sometimes you just get them out.
Just gotta get them out. There's no, if you deal with trolls, I always say like, oh, you've made it. Like you're starting to make it when you're starting to get people that are mean to you. So it used to really hurt my heart, and I would like take it so personally, and it was just a whole ordeal. And now when I see people that have something like that happen and they ask me for advice, I'm like, you made it, yay! like people are starting to see you. So it's really just about blocking and banning as quick as possible, because you can't really go back and forth with somebody who's being mean, and it's just not. They want you to say something back. So yeah. So I have Beverly. Let's see. She says I've had to block people too. And Tammy said, I just want people to be my friend. Yeah, it is part of it. But I think that's anytime you grow. So what would you say to somebody that is getting ready to do their first in-person party, and they have those doubts? Like, you said at the beginning, you say you're an introvert, right? So what would you say to somebody that maybe feels like they're an introvert and they have those doubts? I mean, I know what I would say, but I want to hear what you would say to somebody that's having all those things come in their head that shouldn't.
Well, I can tell you what helps me personally. I am a super organized person. And the reason for that is because if I have everything organized and I've thought of every terrible thing that can happen and I'm ready for it, then if that does happen, then I'm ready for it. So I would just say, just get organized, think about all the paint that you're going to need, and then buy a little extra probably. And, gosh, I don't know, like practice the painting maybe before you do it. You can always bring a helper with you if that makes you feel better. Like sometimes my mom comes with me to help me clean up.
Nice.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
At this point, I'm pretty good with it at this point. I've been doing it for 8 years, so I'm pretty good. But, sometimes if you have a really big party or if you're in a new place, then it feels a little scary. But as long as you get there plenty of time, you have extra stuff, you got everything set up, and then you're ready for them when they walk in, then
yeah,
you'll be okay. You'll get through it.
Yeah, you can do it. And I think, Carol says that's a great way to look. Yeah, that's funny. So I think that, you just have to do it even if you're scared. But I've never asked you this question, Melanie, so I hope I'm not throwing you off your game. But why did you've been doing this for a long time. How did you get into it?
Well, I went to school to be an art teacher, and I live in a very, very, very small town. And when I graduated, there weren't any art teacher jobs available. And I had been to a paint party before, and I thought maybe I can teach a paint party. Maybe people will do this. So I actually started teaching them at my house around the kitchen table. And I just invited like my mom and my sister and a few people that I know and said, hey, I'm thinking about doing this. Will you guys just come over and let me see if I'm able to, let me see if it works out. My kids were there. So, and it did work out. It was fun, and everybody left with something that looked decent. So, and ever since then, I just, I did eventually find an art teacher job. But even after I started teaching art, I still kept doing those paint parties just for extra money. So, yeah.
I know it's hard to stop once you start doing paint parties and you realize like it's really great money.
It is.
It's hard. I mean, even, just all the ones that I have booked, for next month and a couple this month, it's like it's just too good of money to pass up.
It really is. And that's why I felt comfortable teaching, or quitting teaching, because I knew that I would be able to still make a living teaching paint parties. So
Right. Yeah, I love that. Oh my gosh, I'm so happy you came on here. I know you're busy and I know you have a lot going on, but I just wanted to bring you on so that you could share some of your tips. And before we go, any final piece of advice that you could give anyone out there?
Now I don't know what to say.
Girl, you have grown your page to 23,000 almost in 1 year. You were brilliant.
All right, here's my advice. And I don't know if it's, if it's what you're looking for, but the thing that has helped me, like you were talking about the crazy people that you get on your page, the thing that has helped me the most over like the past year was, at some point I think it was through PPHQ or maybe something else that you put together, but I found a group of friends who also teach paint parties and do the same kind of thing. And we have gotten really close. We talk every day. We have Zoom meetings. We are able to like really help each other through things. So if somebody says something hateful to me on my page, I'll be like, look what this person said. And they're like, oh, block them. Don't worry about it. So if you join PPHQ, definitely take the time to make some friends, because there's some really amazing people in there. Like Karen, for instance. Karen's amazing.
She says, tell us all your secrets, Melanie. Yes, I think that's what's so true, is like finding friendships that are doing the same thing that you're doing is so important. Because as much as I want to talk about paint parties all the time, Bobby, like, although he's very involved, he doesn't want to talk about them all the time, but we want to talk about them all the time. So it's true, finding somebody like that. Let's see. We have, is it Claire? Oh man, I know I'm not saying that name right, so I'm not even going to say it. She says, is there a resource that shows the whole process with how you interact with your clients during a party that's more just like the Snowman Showman was? Yeah, actually, inside Paint Party headquarters, we just, it's either this month or next month, I post the whole behind the scenes of me doing corporate parties. And so I'm showing you exactly how, like, you're pretty much a fly on the wall watching me teach a corporate party via Zoom. So it's kind of cool. But yeah, it's like, it's just one step at a time, just taking it. And Melanie, I can't believe like how fast you have grown in 1 year. I am so happy for you. That's big.
Yeah, it is pretty big. I will give you a tip about Reels though.
Yeah.
Just one more thing. I record everything I do. Everything I do. When I got a new phone, I didn't get rid of my old phone. So I use that old phone to just do time lapse it, like everything I do. Every time I paint, every time I'm doing anything paint related, if I go to Michael's, like, so I have all that video content. So it's really easy to make, 4 or 5 reels in a day. So
is that how many you're doing a day?
I do. If I have time. Yeah.
Round of applause, y'all. If you're watching, I mean, it takes a lot to do. I mean, I commit to 1 reel a day just because of time, but if you can get out more, that's what is growing her page so fast. So if you're like, what is the secret? Melanie is telling you the secret right now.
That's it. That's it.
That's great. Oh my gosh. Everybody's clapping for you, saying good job. That is big, y'all. And it's all about business discipline. And she has that extra phone. I mean, even if she's in Michael's or Hobby Lobby, she can just film. She doesn't have to talk. She can do voiceovers later. So she can film it while she's walking down the aisle doing her stuff, and then just sit there later and post all those reels. And now because of this, she has an online following, and now you never have to worry about in-person economy ever, because now you're building your online business.
Yep. That's where we're at. And I'm really thankful for it. I'm so thankful for it, for sure.
I'm so proud of you. You're so humble. You're like, yeah, I did this. And it's like, you're like, did this huge thing. You're like, yeah, I did this thing and just built a huge following in a year's time.
I guess I am humble. Yeah. I'm definitely not an extrovert. So that's think that's part of it.
Yeah. Well, I'm very, very proud of you. You are kicking butt. And anyone who is watching this, if you have ever posted a reel, you know what it takes to do it. It's not hard, but it does take time and it does take consistency. So, Melanie, for you to not only do that, but do that so consistent that you have grown basically 21,000 plus followers in a year's time just shows what can happen when you have business discipline and you just keep it going. So everybody has to start from zero and then you can grow. So I'm excited for you. Thank you for being here. And let everyone know where they can find you. Maybe you'll get some more followers.
My business page is called Hometown Paints, and I'd love to have you.
Hometown Paints. So y'all go to Facebook. Are you on Instagram, TikTok, right?
Yeah, I'm on all the Instagram, Facebook, TikTok, YouTube, Pinterest.
Yeah.
And I have a website on all the things.
And all of them are called
Hometown Paints.
Good. Awesome. I'm so proud of you. Good job. Thank you so much for being here, Melanie. And for anyone else, if you want to learn more about paint parties, reels, all of that great stuff, join us inside Paint Party headquarters. The doors are wide open. The link is in the description and we'll teach you more. Y'all have a great day and we'll see you soon. Thanks, Melanie.